Guys, I did it. Finally, after 3 years or something. Remember this clip from a long time ago? I have to reinstall my programs. I have to make sure that everything is okay with my computer, that it's not gonna crash again. But I should have a new computer within the next month and a half or so. Well, I finally did it. I said I was gonna get the stuff together to build a computer real soon, and I never got around to it. You know, other things came up, and I just didn't have the drive to want to save the money and put together something like decent. Well, I finally just said, you know what, let's do it. And I put together something that I'm really proud of, and I think will hold together pretty well for the next couple years. And so I built myself finally my very first computer, and I had a lot of fun doing it. As for what's been going on recently, with the whole quarantine going on, as an essential worker, I didn't really feel the effects of it too much, about having to stay home and not being able to go out. I've been able to, go out. Majority of my friends that I know, I do work with them, so I haven't been like isolated from them. And then when we do come back home, since this thing is such a beast, I've been able to play a lot of really fantastic games. The majority of the time, though, I've been spending a lot of time playing Monster Hunter and Overwatch, which really isn't a graphically intensive game. Legends of Runeterra, I just got into that. That's a really cool game. We had a little mini tournament last night. I failed. I was playing a Karina control against my buddy's deep deck, which is really insane. All that aside, though, everything's been okay with me. Nothing's been going on. As for what's been going on since my last video, I haven't really been playing anything or recording anything that I really want to put on my channel. I still haven't found that. I feel like I found my niche, my motivation into the kind of things that I want to put on my channel, which are hidden gems or like weird obscure games that not a lot of people talk about or nobody really knows about. Considering my last video being Princess Tomato in the Salad Kingdom, a really great hidden gem. It's kind of like a point and click, but it's more like a text adventure NES game. If you guys haven't seen it, I'll go ahead and put either a card up here somewhere that you guys can go check out. But yeah, overall everything's been really been going good with me. I hope everything's going well with everybody else. I really appreciate that you guys have stuck with me, all 120 of you throughout all these years. I really appreciate it, and it shows that I do have fans. I do have people that appreciate the work that I do, and I started this channel to pretty much for myself, so I can be able to look back and like, oh man, I remember when I first started this video, or the thought process, or what I was like writing the script. But yeah, in the end, I've not lost the interest in creating videos. I've just been hanging out and just taking life, easy. And yeah, so here's that beast that I finally promised myself 3 years ago. It is a Ryzen 5 3600. It is it's got a B450 motherboard. It can do overclocking. Probably a pretty cheap or a budget motherboard. And then I've got the RTX 2080 Super, which that thing is such a beast. And on top of that, I recently had my my 1 year anniversary with my girlfriend, and she's one of the most amazing persons I've ever met in my whole life, and I'm so thankful that I met her, and we've been spending a lot of time together. And for our 1 year anniversary, she bought me a 2K monitor, a 1440p 2K, whatever you want to call it, 1440 2560 by whatever it is monitor, 1440, 144 hertz, and it is such a powerhouse when it comes to gaming. Shadow of the Tomb Raider, The Witcher, Monster Hunter, all these things, all these high-end games you can think of, with my graphics card paired to it, it's just beautiful. And I'm really excited to be able to start playing a lot more intensive games, and I'm really excited for Cyberpunk, and that's gonna just like introduce me to the world of like graphically powerful gaming, because growing up I always had like the last generation console when the new generation came out, and then with my old PC I've had that for like 6 years almost. It's completely opened my eyes because I would just limit myself to the consoles that I had, whatever my computer was able to run. In the meantime, while I stopped kind of using my little Alienware Steam box. By the way, don't buy Alienware, they're just garbage. I've been using this little thing to edit and post and upload my videos. So I did Princess Tomato on this. This is the Surface Pro 7. This is such a fantastic little laptop, tablet, all-in-one, whatever you want to call it, but it's really, really nice. I got this before I put together my PC, and so this is all I was using to capture gameplay and record, because my little Alienware Steam box just like gave up, and just like in that video, it was giving up 3 years ago. But yeah, all in all, I really don't have too much in the works right now. I'm still throwing around the idea of like doing like video game music covers, kind of like an unplugged, or whatever object I can find in the house to help make the sound effects. Throughout all this, video games have been there. I've been able to stay connected with family and friends through video games, and as this quarantine kind of comes to a close, just kind of like a reopening of society, it's just cool to see that after all the things that change, video games are going to remain the same, and will still be fun, and will still be a bright side to gamers and nerds and geeks alike. But yeah, all in all, this has just been like a little update, I guess. Kind of like I guess I could categorize this under a adventures in gamingdom, maybe. I don't know, but yeah, in the end, Animal Crossing. I've been playing a ton of Animal Crossing. Nintendo Switches, I guess, have been like super sparse and really scarce recently, but my family members just got theirs in today, so I'm gonna help them set it up, and that's gonna be really cool, really enjoyable. But yeah, in the end, this is pretty much just like a little update, what's been going on, what I've been up to. I do want to start filming and recording again, but there just hasn't been found that game yet that I'm really interested in. Maybe another NES game, or a Game Boy Advance game for that matter. There's a lot of things that I have no shortage of games. I just have to visualize the game, visualize the scenes, write the script, and kind of visualize how I would want to record things. And with a lot more people living in my house now, I don't have too much space to be able to record outside of my room. And wanting to go out, really, especially with quarantine and all that kind of stuff, hasn't been like a big motivation for me to want to go out and record. But yeah, thanks again for sticking with me through all these years, and I'm not done. I'm not gonna stop recording, but I just like YouTube in the fact that I'm not really doing it for fame, for money. I'm doing it more for myself and for my own sake of wanting to like put out these like really cool games and not a lot of people get a bit of attention, or it doesn't have a lot of light shine onto them. But yeah, all right guys, thanks so much for sticking with me all this time. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you later.